Morning everybody, this is Stephen Pugh of the Home Bible College. I want to give an introduction to the second year students to the July studies. Now, those of you that are in the second year will already know that you've plunged straight into the early part of the book of Psalms. Now, the book of Psalms is huge, 150 Psalms altogether, and divided into 5 individual books. Well, we're going to be starting in Psalm 17 in July, and we're going to be in the Psalms all the way through. The end of the month we'll be in Psalm 78. Now, not all these Psalms are written by David. People may not know that. Some are written by Moses, some are written by Asaph, some are written by Solomon, and there's various people also that add individual Psalms before the end. It's an incredible experience. What we have in the book of the Psalms is we have Israel's theology. This is the systematic theology of Israel. It appears to us to be put down randomly, but actually there is some common sense and there is some design to the way in which the Psalms are collected together. But they are collected together from lots of different sources, and you'll be surprised to know that there are some other signs hidden around the scriptures. Okay, so in other parts of the Bible you'll find Psalms, and you may say, what's the Psalms all about? Is it just a hymn book? It is a hymn book. All of these Psalms were in meter. They were all to be sung, and Israel loved their singing. And it's very interesting to me and quite instructive to me that these are not just, this isn't just a journal of spiritual life for Israel, although it is that. It's also prophetic. And many of the Psalms describe the life of Christ, and they describe the coming kingdom. So this is the thought life of Israel expressed in verse and sung in meter. It is very ironic to me that when the Lord wanted to give to Israel a systematic theology, he would give it to them in music. That is absolutely amazing. It's outstanding. So you will really enjoy this book. It will be thrilling. What I want you to pick up is this. It's not about being a Christian. It's about being a Jew in the full enjoyment of the joy of the Lord. Israel had this unique relationship, this covenant relationship with their covenant God Jehovah, and they sang about it. But they didn't just have this wonderful relationship with God. It was nothing to do with Christian salvation whatsoever. They weren't saved, any of them, as Christians are. But they are in covenant and they have this amazing experience of God. But their experience is always focused upon the end of days. And they live their lives hoping, praying that they will one day be alive when the Messiah comes. And they hope that one day they will be resurrected into this glorious kingdom. It is the kingdom of the world to come. And so the focus of the book, as of all of this literature, is all about the coming kingdom. It's all about the coming kingdom. It is the hymn book of Christ and of his apostles, but more than that, it is the focus of Christ and his apostles. When Christ came, he came with this very simple message. He says, repent. He's talking to Israel. He's talking to the covenant people. And he's saying to those that had forsaken the Lord their God, he's saying, come back, because the kingdom is at hand. Okay? And the Psalms is all about this. It's all about how Israel is to come back to the Lord their God, because the kingdom is coming, and they have so much to say about the coming kingdom. If you get to Psalm 72, you'll discover a wonderful, wonderful psalm in which the whole of the Messianic kingdom is described. So there we are. It takes us right outside of ourselves. It takes us right outside of the experience of the church into the Israel of God and of their history and of their spiritual experience and of their hope of the future. So that's what the book of Psalms is going to be all about. And I look forward to going through it with you and trust God's blessing upon you in it all. Bye for now.